This video is rated TV-16, has some harsh language which may not be appropriate for younger audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Heavy Metal Explosion coming at you with another figure review. This here is Transformers Generations Thrilling 30 Armada Starscream. This guy, as soon as I seen him in the store, I was like, well, he looks neat. I think I'll get him. I passed up on all those other Transformers. I just didn't like them. You know, even I did get a Energon Starscream and then wound up I just didn't like it. So I wound up either giving it away or sold it, did something with it, got rid of it. And when they introduced all this new and standard articulation, I immediately knew that there was going to be some special things come out. So I wasn't 100% sure how special, but I figured I was going to like a lot of the stuff. So I wound up picking this guy up, and Lord and behold, I really enjoy this guy. This is like my go-to Starscream. My classic Chug Seeker is by far the coolest one I have when it comes to the nostalgia. But this one is probably the best one I have, even though the Siege line is awesome. I just prefer my Seekers being a little bit shorter. So, yeah, I guess, maybe they'll come out later on down the line with some classic Seeker style jet mode, Earth mode jets, and give us those in the updated Voyager style. I don't know, maybe. But this here, I didn't get this guy. I didn't like I said, I didn't like that line. Wasn't really into collecting. I think I was collecting more G.I. Joe stuff than I was this. But this is a good, thought out character. And I know these are for the mini cons, so if you have any, you can always port them on here. Landing gear, although the wheels don't roll, but you can get into some of the paint here. Up front here, you see some going through here, although that's not paint, that's plastic. Here, I think that's pretty much it, really. You do have launching missiles, although there it goes. I was gonna say maybe mine don't work anymore, I don't know. I do like that friction tab style that they do instead of spring loaded. It, to me, it seems like it would last a lot longer than the springs, because springs have a habit of breaking through time. So let's see if we got something in vehicle mode to compare them to. How about Combiner Wars? And as you can see, he's not much longer than this guy. Interesting, right? So yeah, that's all I got. All my Stunticons in vehicle mode. So, all right, we'll go ahead and fold up the landing gear like so. Get a little jet plane action. Okay. All right.
So untab the arms from the wings. And they'll tab in with peg right there into that slot there. Go ahead, bring them on down. Take the legs, pull them out like so. Spin them around like such. Out and around. Take your fins. Pow, pow. Take your heels. Take your heel. Take it. Take it. Take it. There you go. And then you have your legs all done. Ta-da. Take. Let's see here. Take this here. Fold this around. Like so. And bam. You got a girl walk. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Okay. Take the nose cone and bring it down. And of course, we all know about these two little buttons right there. They're supposed to go into there, but they don't seem to work. So heck, mine don't even come. Oh, I know why. We got pull that down. So pull that little piece down. Now we can bring this all the way in. And of course it doesn't do anything worthwhile. Pull your hands out. Take your wing. Yeah. Can take your wings and roll them around like so. It's been a while since I used to transform this guy all the time. So give him a little bend on his arms. He's leaning way back there. Hold up, Hoss. And there you go. Of course, you can take that and you can fold those down, and you can try to get them to stand straight up here if you want. And you can see he's got some good light piping. So there you have it. So let's get in here close and take a look at that head. Man, that's a pretty neat sculpt. If I could have any Seeker head sculpt, I think I would take this one here. And I think it's a, excuse me, it's a nice sculpt. It is stylized. I believe it's stylized for the cartoon that he was in this form. I don't know. I like the figure. Here's some paint apps here. Clear cockpit. Paint right there. Pretty much everything that you've seen that was painted in jet mode is now still painted. He does have hollow leg syndrome, which, if you know, there shouldn't be, I guess, with some of these manufacturers out here for manufacturing parts, it shouldn't have been too hard to get some leg fillers in there. It should have been pretty easy. Articulation is, this thing isn't nailed down so he can look way up. I'm just flying along. All right, arms come out, and that's neat right there. You don't get that too often. Along with the piston detail here. Elbow does do this. Wrist does do that by accident. You do have bicep swivel. You have no waist articulation, but you can get the full Van Damme, and you can, if you work on it, get the full Monte. You got thigh swivel, deep leg bend if you get around here. Wings are fully articulated. You can have them come down. You can have them go up. You can have them spin all the way out, or you can have them taken back like such. That looks pretty neat. If I had the other Seekers that came out in the club and convention or whatever it was that the other two came out, I think I would do something like this, because the wings can really differentiate a lot of your figures. It's pretty neat. Now you would say, hey, look, it's pretty awesome that he has a natural A stance. And it is. It's neat that you have that, because it just gives them a big stoic style look. Gives them all that does have that a stoic look about them. But you say, hey, let's shoot something. And the problem I have here, which is one of the things that threw me on the actual figure way back, was all that back there. It's like, let's do it. Oh, he's got super walk speed mode. Yeah, I don't know. This is never up on my figure. It's always like that. I think he looks better that way. It just seems better. But he does have a sword, but not just one. He has two. I'm not going to pull it out, but I am going to pull this one out. And apparently this is supposed to mimic the wing being used as a sword. So I don't know. It's neat, and I use it as like a Energon sword, like instead of the Energon mace for Megatron or the axe for Prime. He's got an Energon sword. So you can always say that when he upgraded to this form here, he acquired a new talent to create Energon weapons, which is one step closer to being some kind of leader. So let's get some comparisons. And we have a jump starter, target master, prime master, legends, Chug, Voyager, what else do we have? Target master, slash headmaster slash load of crap. KBB Bumblebee. Which is a true legend scale when it comes to these guys. Let's put this giant behemoth in here. Yeah. 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 Wow. See, you can kind of see how small my shooting gallery is until I get my desk cleared off and gets different workspace in here. So yeah. So, whoops. Did y'all hear that? So, if you can find this guy for a decent price, I say get him. It's a great figure. I like him, and I think he'll really look good on anybody's shelf. If you don't have an updated Starscream in the deluxe form, get this guy. This guy's great. Like I said, I think all the Seekers should be about this size, maybe just a little bit taller. Not that tall, but a little bit. I think that would be great. It's a great figure. It's easy to transform. It's not that difficult. I'm waiting really soon for something like this to just break into a billion pieces. But until then, he's got himself some Energon melee weapons. Oh yeah. But until next time, guys,